Hey buddy, so you should stop using equal to operator. And do you know why? Because it introduces a lot of bugs in your code. You can do a lot of mistake if you are using your equal to operator, or you have to write a lot of additional code to make your code bug free. Now, if not equal to, then what? Well, Microsoft has a lot of hidden things. They are not actually hidden, but we as a programmer don't go in the market and start exploring. When I say market, we don't go over the internet and start exploring the new features. So there is a cool feature called string.compare. Now, how that string.compare will save our life. So let's go ahead and take a deep look. Okay, so I'm in the Visual Studio and we are going to use this console application to understand this concept. Okay, so look at this method. What I have done here, I have two variables, first person and second person. What I'm doing here, I'm comparing the value, right? If first person is equal to second person with the help of equal to operator. This is important. This equal to operator is important, right? I'm saying console.writeLine print what? Both person name are same if they are equal, else print both person name are different, right? Okay, now I put the value called Parveen and Parveen, right? So let's see how it will behave. So if I run it, it is saying both person name are different, right? Though the name is same, Parveen and Parveen. The only reason the value that you see here is P capital and value see here second person P small, and that is why it is saying that both person are not same, both person name are different. If you look at the result here, both person name are different, and the only reason because this double equal operator, this is equal operator is case sensitive. It will ask you for the same case, right? If P is capital, in the other case P should be capital as well. So to fix this, you can make it capital, and then first person and second person name would be same actually, right? First person and second person would be same now because both have the same cases, and it should print that both person name are same. Let's see that if that works or not. Let's enter. Yep, both person name are same. That means this is fine, right? Now how about, let's say you have written a code where you are accepting the input from user, right? Now user can pass anything, whether P capital, V small, double E capital, right? And then you are comparing that value in your code. In that case, your code is going to introduce bug, or it will throw the error to the user. Now to handle this issue, what you will do? You can put here some of the code. You will say, hey, I wanted to trim, right? So don't accept any spaces, right? So I will say trim it first, and then make it either too lower or too upper, right? So let's say too lower to ignore the case sensitivity. What I am doing, I am converting everything, whether it's in a capital or lower. I'm converting everything into lower after trimming the spaces from start and end, right? And let's say same thing I need to do on here second person. Only then this issue will get fixed. Now if I try to run, it should say both person name are same. Only thing is I have to fix my code. I'm saying dot trim and dot to lower, right? This is case sensitivity. Now that is how you can address that issue, where you have written a code and user can put any input. Now you have to write extra code. To fix this issue, what Microsoft has done, they have introduced some method called string.compare. So what all you have to do, let's say copy it, paste it here. Now what if I don't want to use this double equal to operator, because I have to do extra code here, right? What I will do, I will go with other method. So let's say I wanted to create a new method, say equal to check, and I will say with with compare, right? So let's say with compare. Now in this case, before I was saying double equal to this and that, what I will do, simply I will say string dot compare, right? And I will say what I wanted to compare. I wanted to compare first person, right? and I wanted to compare a second person, right? So let's say second person, then I have to again say here, this equal to is little different than, string comparison, right? I have to say if the, this meets the condition, if the result is 0, if it match, it will be 0. If it doesn't match, it won't be 0, right? It will be different value. Okay, now let's see if it works or not. So what I have to do, I have to call here, I will make a comment here, I will call this method now instead of the old-fashioned code, right? So now let's see if it works or not. So I'm saying run it again and say both person name are same. Well, it will say same because I have put the same case, right? Let's try with different. P as capital, P as small here, and let's say no double E as capital. Now let's say if it behave the same way or not. If I say now, it should say both. Oh my god, why? Both person name are different. Then why should I use string.compare if it behaves the same way, right? I think we are missing something here. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go inside compare and see what we are using. Okay, so we are using this method, right? This is Microsoft metadata. So, we are in the source code. So they are here comparing string A and string B, and that's it. But we do not want to test the cases. And for that, what they have done, you see, we have to use this method where they are asking for first variable, second variable, and then they are asking, do you want to ignore the case sensitivity or not? This is the only thing that we are missing. So, let's go there and say, hey, I wanted to ignore the case sensitivity. Yes, say true, right? So come on, true. Say Control Z, here you go. Now if I try to run, I should have the result called both person name are same here, right? It should actually fall here. Now let's see, and let's see how it works. See, both person name are same. So you got it right. Now, instead of using the old-fashioned code where you have to write a lot of other logics, trim.to lower, trim.to lower, let's say here you have to compare only 2 variables. What if you have to compare 10 parameters, 20 parameters? Writing trim.to lower will increase lot of code in lot of lines in your code, right? It will reduce the code readability. So instead of that, start using string.compare. That will save a lot of your time because you're not going to write a lot of code. So technically you are also optimizing your code, right? Instead of double equal to operator, you are directly going to use string.compare, and for sure the less number of code you will write in your program, the less number of bugs you will introduce. And start using string.compare, not the double equal to operator. This is old fashioned now. Okay, that's all for today's video. I will see you in the next video.